Hey there! In this video, I'm going to show you how you can import the design system of some of the coolest brands on the planet into your WeWeb project. So you can prompt WeWeb AI to generate interfaces with that look and feel that you really love. And of course, because it wouldn't be WeWeb without that, you will have full customizable powers over that design system. Okay, so first thing to do, we'll go to getdesign.md. It's a really cool website where you can just, pick a brand you like and download their design.md file. And I'll show you a few examples of prompts that I tried in WeWeb. I used always the same prompt and then just pasted a different design MD. So here, for example, I want to build an app to record expense claims for business, and my design MD is included below. This is the clay design system, and it looks like this. And then I did exactly the same for Airtable, generated this, exactly the same for cal.com. This is what it generated. So let's do it together for Notion and the Verge and also PostHog and see what it comes up with. So I'll go and grab the Notion design system, which I already downloaded from getdesign.md. I'll launch this and just click continue. I'll do the same with the Verge, copy pasting this and saying okay to the server generation. And then this one is for PostHog, so I will do the same here. Boom. And just for fun, I will change the region this time and go to Singapore. All right, so I'll pause the video for a second and show you the results. Okay, I'll just show you this step as well. So you see I prompted and here I'm invited to execute the plan. So I'm not gonna go through it. It won't. I'll just say, okay, let's go for it. I'll execute. And I will do the same for the Verge and for PostHog once the server is up and running. Okay, let's have a look at what the AI built. So here's the Notion example. And we see here, so for me, that's actually not a great Notion look and feel, but if you go to the design MD proposed here, it is, it is the look and feel of this proposed design system. So what we can check is here if in our design system, we can find the colors. So here we see right here in our library, we see the design system guidelines that should be taken from the prompt that we shared, has some hierarchy, and we can find some of the colors here. So let's see, took these stickers. So yeah, I took those colors, and then the brand colors, primary, it went with blue, which was what was in our design system, and then the borders hairline. And then we have the typographies here. So now let's see what we have for the Verge. That looks pretty cool. And it definitely looks a lot like what we have here. Where's the Verge? There it is. Yeah, so looks perfect. The beautiful green and bold typography. Very nice. And then for PostHog, let's see that again. Uh, it looks pretty close to what we're used to from PostHog. Let's see what the design system looks like here. PostHog. Yeah, so maybe we're missing the background color perhaps. So let's go ahead and go to our guidelines. Okay, so oh no, we have the background color here. And we just maybe don't have enough of those shades of yellow. Maybe if we, oh, that's a nice effect. Maybe we could change the color on hover. Let's see what we have in the assets and the colors. Do I have any this? These are the backgrounds, brand, primary. So we don't have any hover colors, for example. So we could say Yellow pressed, we could maybe add this here, so in brand colors. And say, so yeah, yellow pressed, let's say pressed, and have it here. And yellow active, and we'll have it here in the brand colors. There we go. Maybe on hover. So let's see, let's add a state on hover. On hover, we'll change the color so that it becomes active, for example. Let's see, like this. Okay. I'm obviously not a designer. That is not the best hover effect, but you get the idea. Everything is editable and customizable. Of course, you know, you can edit these guidelines, and whenever you ask AI to do something, it will follow the guidelines of the project's design system. And you do also have some settings. You can allow AI to edit your library, or on the to create things, or you can say, okay, AI is not allowed to change anything in the library. So once you're super happy with your WeWeb design system, you should put none, and that way you know that the AI is never going to mess up your design system, and it's going to continue using it. So your interfaces will be nice and branded. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want more of these, let me know in the comments. I'm open to any suggestions.